When it comes to knowing the right nutrition and supplements for you and what you need for your own healing, your body is a lot smarter than you. The biggest obstacle to healing is actually us getting in our own way. So on my healing journey, the biggest realization that I made was that healing comes down to trusting our body. And I want to share the ways I was able to reconnect to my body's wisdom. One significant way I did that was through energy testing. So what's energy testing? Energy testing allows us to tap into the subtle energetic communication that is always happening between our body and our environment. I gotta say, this is not a video for you if you think energy medicine is woo-woo or pseudoscience. Energy medicine and energy testing isn't pseudoscience, it is beyond science. Our scientific measuring devices and our reductionistic Western worldview hasn't caught up with our body's intelligence. Our body knows the different dimensions of energy that exist, and science just can't measure all of it yet. We can see and feel and perceive energy fields that have yet to be measured, and that is the basis of energy testing. This energetic communication always happening between our body and its environment. Now, when you feel this energetic interchange through muscle testing or the techniques I'll show you, you'll know just how real it is. I remember the first time I received a muscle test. I was not at a point in my life where I was very open to alternative medicine or woo-woo, but I nearly cried after I felt that first strong muscle test because it was so palpable to me that my body was communicating to me, and it was such a relief. There was no doubt in my mind suddenly that my body was a well of wisdom. I find energy testing really helpful when trying to decide foods or supplements that are a good fit for our body. I ask the question, is this food or supplement in my highest and greatest good right now? And then I use muscle testing or energy testing to get a yes or no in response. But I also use energy testing throughout my day to inform my choices. It's just second nature to me now. I check in with my inner wisdom this way. And this is the basis of energy testing, is getting a yes or no response. We can go deeper into getting information energetically, getting different kinds of information, but I'll go into that in the future, and we're just starting with the basics right now. So the first way to energy test yourself is with a pendant like this. And you can find this at gem or crystal shops. Also, herb shops often carry these. And the first thing you're going to do is program and clear your crystal. So you're going to learn how it's going to respond with a yes or a no. The first thing I do is I imagine a lot of beautiful, powerful white light around the crystal, and I think clear, clear, clear. And we're working with intention, we're working with energy fields. And again, if what I'm saying is sounding too woo-woo for you, this is probably not the video. But what we do know from neuroscience and from quantum physics, and what we'll continue to discover in science, is that the difference between what we're thinking and what we're envisioning, there's not really a clear line between that and actual physical reality. So that's why these techniques work. So I do that to clear the crystal when I first get it. And then the next step is you're going to program your crystal, which means you're going to see how it's going to respond with a yes or a no to your questions. So to do this, we're going to request a clear yes and a clear no from the pendant. So you're going to be hanging the pendant down this way, and I recommend you can brace your elbow against your hand to make sure that your hand stays steady. And then with a lot of clear intent, you ask your crystal, please give me a yes. Please give me a yes. And you'll see that it starts to move in a particular pattern. So I'm not moving my arm. The crystal is just moving by itself. And what I get for a yes is the crystal starts to move in a circular motion this way. And for you, it might be different. The crystal might move in a different pattern. You're just going to find out how it talks to you. And I'm going to do the same and ask for a no. So I'm going to brace my hand and I'm going to request, please give me a no. Please give me a no. Please give me a no. And pretty quickly, my crystal starts to move in a back and forth direction this way. So my yes is a circle and my no is back and forth, although that may vary for you. and also the first time that you're getting a yes or no answer from your crystal, it might be slower to respond and the movement might be more subtle, but as you practice and as you continue to use this tool and build a relationship and an energetic relationship with your pendant, the answers are going to be more and more clear. So the way you can start to test your answers is you would say, my name is, and then give the correct name. So I would test my yes by saying, my name is Lauren. My name is Lauren. And immediately the crystal starts to go in the yes for me, in the circle. And then you do the same to get a no. You'd say, my name is, give the wrong name, like I would say my name is Sarah. And we'll see if I say that and brace my arm again, my name is Sarah, it's going to give me a no. So then you can go forward and ask of certain foods or supplements, is this in my highest and greatest good right now? So I could do this question with gluten, for example. I know that gluten doesn't work with my body, but I could ask, is it in my highest and greatest good to eat gluten right now? And immediately I get a no. So this is a really helpful tool to check in about your foods and supplements. So the next method you can use to energy test yourself is a ring test with your fingers. So you're going to put your thumb and pinky together like this, and then you're going to have somebody else pull your fingers apart. And when the muscle lock is weak and the fingers pull apart, that means a no. And when it holds really firmly and strong, and it's a clear muscle lock, that's a yes. Again, this sounds weird unless you try it. And do it again with the name test. And when you're establishing this initial testing relationship with yourself and with somebody else, you're going to put your fingers together. You're going to say, my name is your correct name. So I would say, my name is Lauren. And then my fingers are going to be pulled apart. And that's going to hold firm. And then you're going to say, my name is like Sarah. Give the wrong name. And your finger lock is going to be weak. And the person who's pulling apart your fingers they're going to be using the same pressure every time. But if this is your first time doing it, you're not going to believe that. You're going to say to them like, wait, you're pulling harder. You're giving me more pressure when your fingers unlock. And they're really not. It's just your body communicating through the energy testing this way. So I hope this was a helpful first step for you to start implementing energy testing in your life and your wellness. Please let me know below in the comments if you are interested in more videos on this topic of energy medicine and energy testing. And also let me know if you have incorporated energy medicine or energy testing into your healing journey so far. So thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.